Everyone, how we day? This evening we go try make we do this particular edition of Friday Hangout with Mazes. Okay, here we go try make we yarn this conversation for proper Nigerian street slang. As you know, on this place, waiting with Waiting we they do for this place is to look at current issues with a dose of humor. So, go carry your seat, come out. Make we knock am here. Tanda, as it is, we want to know a couple of things where they share for this country. My people, I say once more, welcome to another hot edition of Friday Hangout right here on Njenje Media TV. Now, your man, some people won't call me boy, but you know, say I know be boy again, but na man I be. Now, your man says, okay, there you're back. Live and direct from the studio. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it is Friday. If you just tune in, grab your cold drink. As I usually tell us, mine is here. Get your things in order. Get your swear. If you no get swear, as Tinubu economy don't make us they misbehave. If nagari you get, if you get gari without sugar, without salt, just drink them like that. Just bring them. Or whether you they use your anything where they use whole body, make you just bring them. Me, I did like palm wine or brukutu or frada no. Anyone where they my side, I they manage them. So, as you all know, because today we get three big topics where they hot for Nigeria. The streets are busy. Number one, make we come. INEC don't drop the dates for the 2027 elections. That is the presidential election, gubernatorial election, and the National Assembly election. The clock don't start the tick. Number two, where we go talk. As when I see yesterday, El-Rufai enter Nigeria, there was shouting match where they did shout. Everybody did talk. Who are you? I'm bigger than you. You are smaller than me. I'm a short man. I'm like small stout, and you are like origin. You tall. As waiting, everybody they talk. As it be, we on us know, say after the shouting match, El-Rufai today content that tell us say na DSS be one kidnapper. Say na NSA they control them through some remote for that airport drama way full ground. And the number three way they for ground, the one we go sweet many of on our body, be say, on no say the city boys, what do they call the city boys? The city boys, they're not too plenty, but they want to oppress everybody. The city boys who don't know what thing they do, who don't know how they make their money, but they want to oppress everybody. And Nigerian youth would say, we no go agree, we no go agree. Nigerian youth don't go from the one where they call village boy movement. Village boy movement. So that is the city boy movement versus the village boy movement. Things they divide everybody. City boy they flex. Village boys they claim grassroots. Who go win? Who go see now? As we don't talk, city boys then get 30 governors. Village boys we get 200 million Nigerians. You see them now? Before we jump in, big shout out to our sponsors. You know, sponsors. What we want to tell you, say, if you want to sponsor this segment, this show here on Njenje Media TV, please get us by email. Just drop us an email, njenjemedia@gmail.com or info@njenjemedia.com. Either way, we are going to appreciate you. Say you come, they sponsor this and say make we waiting what they do them every Friday. We want to try the new pigeon section, whether as it go be for our ear. But you where they watch me on too much. I they remove my cap, I they salute you. And all of you where they watch us for YouTube, for Facebook, for Instagram, and for Twitter. I say thank you very much for as you listen to us. Very soon you go start to listen to us on radio too. Drop your comment on the comment section. Send us an SMS. Send us WhatsApp to our number. Tell us what you think. Hashtag Friday Hangout on Njanje Media. Let's go, people. Let's go. So let me know where they watch me now. Where you they watch me from? Where you they watch me from? Let's know where I will want to take 30 seconds. You see, some people don't they buy Village Boy movement is the grassroots. I love the spirit. So who you think say you go win? Village Boy or the City Boy? I'm a member of I'm a member of Village Boy. I know the City Boy because City Boys, they look them like this. One of my old friend, where they come from Kazaure, you know him. He named na Kazaure, na former house member in B. You remember that video where they say Nigeria, they go like this, they go like this, they go like this. Now so the City Boy they go, they work out too much that we don't understand how they go. Please tell us where they watch us from. My name once more remains Maziezoke, and I am your host this evening. The ride go rough. Let us start from the beginning. From beginning. Okay, where they join me. You say they watch us from Burkina Faso. I see your this mic. You say they watch us from Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, don't let the Burkina babes catch you. You know, say tomorrow, na very day where would they call the Valentine's Day? You know, say tomorrow, Bila say as you go day now. I know say many of you don't they go they shopping something. No kill somebody daughter or no kill somebody son or so make we start. Shall we? Make we start. Shall we? INEC, we are on a day. Okay, so let's go back and bring back INEC now. So we'll start quickly with INEC. And as you all know, say INEC, as I talked before, say within INEC, the plan. INEC don't tell us. You know, the Constitution of Nigeria mandate INEC to tell us when they will have the election. And here we are. INEC has come out to say this election, now the date where they go do the election be the following. You know, be my mouth when I go here. You know, the INEC chairman, he get us in name, the sound. Some of you, they call him Amopita. But in name, na Amopitan, no be Amopita, you know. So, but as he be, make him tell us what they happen.
Into some logistical failure. By virtue of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, the tenure of the President, the Vice President, the governors, and deputy governors of states of the Federation, except Anambra State, Bayelsa State, Edo State, Ekiti State, Imo State, Kogi, Ondo, and Osun States, will expire on the 28th day of May, 2027, while membership of the National and State Assemblies will stand dissolved on the 8th day of June, 2027. Pursuant to Section 76, subsection 2, 116, subsection 2, 132, subsection 2, and 178, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, elections to the said offices shall hold not earlier than 150 days and not later than 30 days before the expiration of the term of office of the holders. This action we're taking today is pursuant to the provisions of the Constitution of Nigeria, and in particular, Section 28, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 2022. which mandates the Commission to publish the notice of election not later than 360 days before the date appointed for the election. Let me reiterate that the authority and power to publish the date of election is that of the Independent National Electoral Commission. The 2027 general election will hold nationwide for the following offices. Number 1, President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, governors and deputy governors of the states of the Federation, except those states I've earlier mentioned, members of Senate, members of House of Representatives, and members of the Houses of Assembly of States. Therefore, in exercise of the powers conferred on the Commission by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and the Electoral Act of 2022, and all other powers enabling it in that behalf, the Commission hereby sets in motion the electoral process for the 2027 general election and fixes the date of the 2027 general election as follows. 1. Presidential and National Assembly election will come on the 20th February 2027. 2. Governorship and State Houses of Assembly will be 6 March 2027. The detailed timetable and schedule of activities have been uploaded to the Commission's website this morning and circulated, or is being circulated to register political parties and relevant stakeholders. All the 36 resident electoral commissioners and that of the FCT are hereby directed to publish the notices in each constituency.
So, as you all know, all the grammar where the man they blow, it points to something. One thing and one thing only. That the dates, make I break them down for now. Say the date for the election, they don't just publish the dates. One thing only. Okay, let us start with the biggest news, and this is the biggest news this evening, straight from INEC Oga for the Oga mouth. They hear them so. According to Professor Amupita, he says today, Friday, 13th of February 2026, INEC Chairman Professor Joshua Ojo Amupita, he don't come out say presidential and National Assembly election go hold on Saturday, February 28th, 2027. Then governorship election and State House of Assembly to follow 2 weeks after. That is going to be on the Saturday, March 6th, 2027. My people, this one's serious. So they don't release the full timetable and notice of election. Campaign for the presidency will start around September this year. You know, so it means that all the parties would have their presidential candidate ready before August 2026. So then the main thing will be say the process don't officially start today, as we hear Professor Amupita, as he don't talk say to give everybody time to prepare, parties, civil societies, voters, everybody, you where they watch me where they talk, you where they diaspora they work. It is now time, make you begin do overtime. Anytime we work on Saturday, just take 50% of that money set aside for the things where you could take support the village boys movement. I know say you where they watch me. You don't go support City Boy movement. Now village boys movement you go support. Me. Now village boys movement I go support. Because as we want to take this start this fight now. This fight. Now them 36, I be 30 governors versus all of us. We go no say we go test something. Make we test microphones small. I see some of you for comment section they talk say if this fight start, make una leave all Jews for why now? If the fight never starts, una don't they buy person where una go remove trouser. When they talk of all Jews where fight never starts, una don't they talk how una go take removing trouser. I beg make una pity for a more. Not be only in Wakako, but as it be. Now, wetin this mean? For those where they plan 2027, the game don't start. Tinubu go the eye second term. Atiku, Peter Obi, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, El-Rufai himself, everybody go, they position themselves. The fight, the rough fight between the argument where people they make say, like is Dorothy Mechu say, this is for the South. Atiku go they say, no, it is open. And some they advise say, make we no go make the same mistake we make 2023. Because if to say PDP give Peter Obi that ticket, say this wahala where would they face for Nigeria with all this city boy movement, for the happen. But first, make we reason them like this. February election means say rainy season don't pass more. But hammer time fits day. Logistic go tight. In the last election, before they bring ballot paper come my own polling unit, where they suppose the 7:45, maximum 8 o'clock, it reach 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So we begin buy gala, buy drink, buy pure water for all the old men and women where they walk up and down, where don't they lose because people think say they come, they just get accredited vote and go home. But when they don't day for too long, we begin go bring chair for them, make them no fall. Now, if you want to be part of this conversation, you can always do that. You can always join us. You could call us for the number, only WhatsApp, only 070800422206. That's the number where you forget us. We will still show you the number for screen, right? So if you want call us, if you get anything where you want contribute for this one, make you take Duam. My take for this, we say that this early timetable, na good move if them follow them strict. Last time, 2023, plenty wahala with beavers and result transmission. Recall that IGV of police will tell us transmission. Now, they don't announce them. Make them also fix what electronic transmission clause where National Assembly, they argue up and down. Akpabio. The coup where they be one do us last week, but thank God, say all of us for Nigeria will come out. We go National Assembly, we tanda, we say, no, we no go agree, And later, they can't do the right thing. If no be so, 2027 go worse past 2023. Waiting when I think about it. You think say 2023 go better past 2027. I think if we are serious, we're going to make this one work. Listen to this man. For say this argument, what would they make? IRF go do this one, electronic transmission. When APC was in opposition, they were the ones in 2011 demanding that Goodluck Jonathan must implement electronic transmission. It reached their turn. They want to put in a caveat, say if work, make you use manual. And I said the other day, I guarantee you, if we make mistake, leave that manual in there. Now only manual they go do. We had the same issue before when they said accreditation. If it doesn't work, use manual accreditation. Most of the states in the north use manual accreditation. Manual accreditation means even 10-year-old fit vote. Because na eye gauge, manual accreditation na eye gauge. So as it be anybody where they here, make we remember say, as we dey watch, make we dey do one thing and one thing only. Make we just take style. They like this video, take style. They share them and take style. If you want support us with super chat, super sticker, we are grateful if you can do that. We want to say thank you. And remember, as if you watch me and you have in mind in any way, shape, or form, if you want to contribute, say this is the number for you to contribute here on the screen. It's +234707080042206. WhatsApp call only. Then we can bring you on. You can tell us what you think. Be that at is may. Waiting remain be say as we don't talk this thing, make we play you some things where some people they also argue as regards this election. Waiting will be regarding the electronic transmission real time. Because if they not give us that one, nothing where they go tell us. They not go tell us anything. Let me say they don't rig that election ahead of time.
Onset put it on record that the leg dragging and the knee jerking by the Senate in respect of live transmission of election results is an injury to the nation, an injury to democracy, an injury to the image, local, global, and regional image of Nigeria for the following reasons. If the Senate are saying that Nigeria is not ripe for live transmission of result, when is it going to be live? It is more than ripe considering the fact that the Federal Executive Council, the National Assembly, have been conducting their meetings and their sessions via Zoom. A country where Zoom is a means of communication is a country that is adequately prepared for live transmission of results. Number two, in a country where during the COVID-19, when the entire world was closed down, was shut down, students were still taking their lectures real life, online, with live transmission. A country where students in the universities, in polytechnics, in secondary schools are subjected to live transmission of their lectures is a country adequately prepared for live transmission of results. In any event, in a country where it is ripe for members of the National Assembly to be driving bulletproof cars is a country prepared for live transmission of results.
Now, so
in a country like Nigeria, where students are compelled to go online and access student loan, is a country prepared, adequately prepared for live transmission of results. Indeed, in a country where students are compelled to take their examinations, like the JAM, like the NECO, like WAEC, like other employment examinations live, is a country that is prepared to transmit results live. The Senate are toiling with the future of Nigeria. And the Senate, by their action, are creating deliberately voter apathy. They are also creating fools, because in a society where law is not favorable to the majority of citizens, in a society where legislators frustrate the public, they are invariably telling people to hell with you, and they are pushing back people. Instead of becoming citizens, they become fools. And a fool will only think for himself, act for himself, protect himself, and feel entitled to being against the law by choice. You are pushing people, the Senate are pushing people to a wall they cannot climb. There is nothing special. We have the resources, we have the manpower, we have the financial capacity, we have the infrastructure to do this. Therefore, enough of the pretense and enough of the breach of the law. I have a bad news for them. If they insist on this, they will end up being victims of the same law. That is why when you are doing a law, don't do that law for your own purpose. Do it to avoid being a victim in future. There are people who have become victims of the same laws they enacted in past. Now they are regretting at a point when it is too little, too late. There is no going back on it.
So, as you dey see am so, this man don't talk your own. Wetin be your own? Make we kukuma go to Randy Peters. Make we go to Randy Peters. Make we listen to him, because him get the kind way when he take knock government. Where we say government self, it dey perplex them. because he was very eloquent in the way he marshaled out his plan.
Any Nigerian lawmaker or politician who in 2026 believes that electronic technology will not work for elections is a thief. Anybody who is saying electronic technology will not work because of network issues is a thief and is trying to steal the mandate of the people. And Nigeria as it is today, we must realize that the APC-led federal government has decided to wage a war against democracy and by extension the lives of all of us as Nigerians. Because an unpopular government who know that they cannot win an election when it comes to free, fair and credible polls, know that the only option they have today is electoral malpractice, a corrupt INEC and a corrupt judiciary. But there is history to read. I said in 2023 that Nigeria made a mistake in 2015. Buhari was a mistake that should never have been made. Tinubu is the consequence of that mistake. And Nigeria, the likely instance or scenario is likened to the body of a sick individual in almost a dying state that should have been handed over to professional medical personnel to treat, was rather handed over to organ harvesters who have no interest in fixing that body, but are harvesting the remaining vital organs for personal gains. Nigeria today is almost completely in the hands of criminal elements, and from top to bottom, what we call government is organized criminality. So for more than 2 years after the 2023 charade that was conducted by Mahmoud Yakubu, where he collected more than 300 billion and claimed that electronic technology will be the game changer, but somehow there was a glitch. He was not held to account. He has been nominated and confirmed to become an ambassador. Now the people have said we do not want to make electronic real-time transmission optional for INEC. We need it to be mandatory, and there should be consequences if INEC decides to go against its guidelines. The 10th Assembly, which is a rubber stamp assembly, the most unproductive, by the way, in the history of Parliament, decided to surreptitiously, through the back door, pass an act that is only going to become a document of fraud to aid and abet corruption and election rigging. And any well-meaning Nigerian who means well for our life must wake up and resist it, because our keeping quiet or our collective silence has emboldened Akpabio to convert the 10th Assembly into what it has become today. Nigeria is the only country that leads in terms of terrorism, banditry, corruption, stealing of money, but when it comes to technology that will advance progress and human life, we are backwards. India has a population of over 1 billion people. Their registered voters are more than 300 million, almost more than the entire population of Nigeria. They do not only do electronic transmission, they do electronic voting in India. The only network that Nigeria does not have is to power an electoral process that should be the foundation of our democracy. Look at the mischief. Look at the level of mischief that leaders. So if you know that in 2026 you still believe that the electronic network will have issues to give us free and fair election, then you should leave that place you call the National Assembly. You do not need to be there. Let persons who have the capacity to move this country forward go there and fix the nation, because you should be thoroughly ashamed of yourself. You are amongst leaders most miserable. What a shame of a country. Nigeria today exists so that other countries can learn how not to govern their countries. Akpabio has one job. It is to ensure that they crown Tinubu, whether by hook or by crook, to impose an incompetent and incapacitated leader on Nigerians even without an election. Tinubu knows that he does not have any pathway to victory. He may not even campaign across the 36 states. He may not even campaign. So what they need is to legitimize a rigging machine. If we do not resist it, we are done for. Because I have no other country. As a young person, I must live and thrive in Nigeria, and it must work in my lifetime.
Bagam, as waiting would they do, we must make sure say anything what would they do that we Nigeria will go put hand together to make sure say the thing work. Because if you no work, not all of us you go affect. Whether you think so because you did diaspora, you know follow us there, say you know go affect you, not lie. Because if you know there, your mama there, your boyfriend, your girlfriend there, your sister there, your whatever there. So as it be, we must come to a point where we say it will affect all of us. It will affect all of us. As it be now, make I cook my shows waiting the sheller. Now you can see this is the city boy move, the village boy movement. And they tell you now, say something go happen, something they happen. People know the Nigerians. I like the spirit where Nigerians they do now. You see the village boys movement, right? It don't happen. See coordinators. Now this one no be say coordinators where they go get people go to shout. This one, now see if I find coordinators, it can be your val tomorrow. See coordinators full everywhere. Coordinators now water. Coordinators now water village boy movement. They fool everywhere. Coordinators now water. See them better coordinators with PhD. Not be all these queer coordinators who will not know where they make their money. But see coordinators now water. When they say at the tell now, we must be angry enough as a people. Make our anger, make it not tear our boxers, make it not tear our G-string. But our anger must but something in us for us to say, come on, those people where they hold us for ground, how many then they serve? How many? How many then those people where they hold us for ground? They no pass 2,000. Count all of them put together, they no pass 2,000. Our millions now for vain. If we decide today, say, enough of this nonsense, enough is enough. You and I, all of us, you see, city boy movement. They show us the cars where they buy. We no buy car, we no buy keke, we no buy bicycle. But we get slippers, we get leg, we go waka. We no buy car, we no do anything, we no go private jet, we no dey show off, we no even get camera. But that day, person will go one say you no go count your vote, count the person join. Count and join. Body go tell him. Body go tell him. For me, they say, now because they tell a do market to get unquo, that's why he can both say get market. If a do, they tell and say, na line, na ori market you go get. A do, na deity be, you no go argue about it. Now because our mumu, as my good friend Charlie Boy talking, now because our mumu never too much. That's why we know to get waiting to happen for that side, right? We know to know what's up with it, waiting to happen. But this time around, people don't deceive. People don't deceive. Just like waiting good governance they do. If you go to Abia State, for instance, let me show us this one. If you go to Abia State, for instance, you're not going to understand. People came online, say the governor, they paint the road. Say they paint road. Una hear that kind nonsense. Say na paint, the man they paint the road. Now the people of Abia State don't tell them, say, okay, if na so the man they paint the road, I beg, what would they call them? The people say paint on. Even if na ching paint on, na so. You can see how happy people done the day. See painted road. Because
it is so important
that
roads are constructed, because that is what gives you access. If you don't have roads, then you are stuck. And for us who are very energetic and entrepreneurial, producing virtually everything, the least we can do is to provide the enabling environment for the businesses to move. And that is why I'm personally interested in ensuring that this road and other roads around are done. I had said in the past that once elections are over, governance takes over. So what we are doing is governance. You know, a lot of people don't understand opposition. Opposition doesn't mean that you will be telling lies, or that you see something that is good and say it's bad. That is witchcraft. So for us, you cannot be in government and be opposition. It is the same government, from the center all the way to the local government. So we are all working together with the president and with sister states and all the local governments for the benefit of our people. That's why we came. Any other thing is story. What we are doing is for the benefit of our people.
So, Iluka, now tell me, is this person where they work this thing, is he supposed to be a member of the city boy or the village boys movement? We go give him by Monday. We go give him application for village boys movement if he wants to be re-elected. That is what it is. There are criteria for people where they be village boy movement, where they enter village boy movement. Criteria, we say, if you don't drink Gary, if you never drink Gary in the last 6 months, we go to look you somehow. But at least if you be person where they drink Gary, if you be person where we say sometimes you hear a lot, your mind go first cut because you don't know whether not debit or credit. If a person will be say end of the month, your mind don't dey cut because you know say you go pay house rent. Or as year done the end, you don't know whether how the money go take come. You go see your mama phone call, enter your phone, your mind go cut because waiting, mama they call me. Mama they call me because mama no get money. Mama need money to go hospital. And that money no day. Why? Can you imagine for this country where we dey? For last year, we hear say from the budget debate that is ongoing at the National Assembly, we've just realized that President Tinubu alone, his expenditure alone for year 2025 is more than the whole money released to the Ministry of Health. Let that sink in. One man, one person spent more than everybody waiting they take suppose provide for Ministry of Health. One man. Every year, we go buy motor, we go buy cooking utensil, we go buy. Ibla say, is it that every last year they go throw away the ones where they use? I'll be waiting to happen. Waiting they happen, my people. Waiting they happen. Everybody, anybody, when no one join city, when no one join village boy movement, and be say you are the enemy of the people. So begin the grind now. In fact, we will begin do mesh. Maybe the next time when I go come, my this thing, now it go be a village boy movement and I go use. I go think if it go print green. In fact, we go try for get graphic designers, we go design them, put them for this mesh shop on Engineer Media. No profit, just crash them. Whatever the company that are sending it, whatever they, to ship it for you, those of you in diaspora, you just let us get it out there. We must fight for the soul of the nation, no matter how you think about it, people. Village boy movement, village boys movement, village boys movement. Yeah. So this one no be Akbabe where they rig voice votes. Those of you in support of village boy movement say, yeah, are they hear voice or even if you did your house, are they hear who shout here, who shout here? But for virtual confirmation, make we type them for the comment section. Do you want make we get village boys movement? I will support village boy movement. If you want support, as soon as they support them, make they show me love too, because now we go runner. Now we people with integrity, not be people where we go the things say what they do. People say we not understand what they do. But here we must be different. Now let's move to the second segment of this, which is the drama at the airport by Nasir El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, who claims security people, that is the DSS, EFCC, and ICPC, they plan to kidnap him at the airport. Yesterday, as in land from holiday and from treatment, come enter Nigeria, he raised the alarm, say 4 of his former aides done they arrested, and Naim turn next. We published the video yesterday when he arrived at the airport. All the commotion. But today, he met a good friend of ours, that is Charles Anagolu, where he granted an interview today at Arise TV. I mean, many of you don't see him, but he gets some things we won't point out here. Even Deji Adeyanju has also come out to knock El-Rufai small, but wound them too much. But now small and knock tell and say, I no trust with that in where they talk. But today, as he landed Abuja Airport from Cairo, armed operatives come meet him. Try say, okay, come, we'll go escort you. Where would they go? We'll not go tell you. When we go inside, we'll go tell you where would they go. Everybody say, no. Mota ni Nigeria ba chao kai. You no go any place. If he won't go anywhere, he will tell me where he will go. So his aide, Muyiwa Adekeye, post for X say, then even sees his passport from his aide's hand. El-Rufai himself refused to follow them, say, if you want to invite me, write me a letter. Not even the president fit do this one without due process. Atiku, even earlier today, the video still there on JJ Media, visited him today on solidarity visit last night. He called it a failed partisan attempt by DSS and others. This one deepo. El-Rufai don't join ADC now. Align with the opposition. Some people say now because of him, he don't join ADC. Some people say now because of the corruption probe from Kaduna. That's why they one question him. Some people say no, they want tight the mouth of all the opposition, saying that the same thing what they do Malami, say you don't they do them for to El-Rufai, say smarter now if it reach P2B side or even Atiku side. Whichever side they go, others say a political persecution ahead of 2027, my people. Is the DSS doing the right thing or now witch hunt? Then they witch hunt. El-Rufai no be small boy, even when he don't, even when he shot like small stout, but he no be small boy. Let them get evidence or then whether they get any evidence or na noise that they make. Some people go say evidence na water. And why them seize in passport? They want block him, travel again. They want make it stay here. Audience, make una call more this matter hot, this matter hot, this matter hot as they do for body now. Anyway, make we go Arise Studio, borrow them, El-Rufai, say El-Rufai come, take your mouth. This one will not add sugar, will not add anything. Tell us, waiting happen for airport yesterday. Oga, tell us.
Came out of the plane and a young man that is well dressed with a nice suit came to me and said, I am from the DSS, Department of State Security, and would like to meet with you in our office. I said, that's fine. Where is the letter of invitation? He said, my bosses have it. I will escort you to them. I said, I'm going through immigration. I have to do that. Just get me the letter. So he said, okay. But I noticed that as I started going, more and more people came out. Apparently, I didn't know because I slept through most of the flight. And even when we landed, I didn't call any of my guys to learn what was going on. But apparently, they had moved about 50 DSS operatives to the airport with the specific instructions that I should be detained, I should be abducted and detained. I will come to other details. But so we started working, but I saw more people coming out. You know, I'm a politician, I'm used to crowds, I'm used to people surrounding me. And then as we moved forward, we came to the point that I either go right for immigration or left for the e-visa. And the two officers came forward, one big fat one and another about my height, and said, we are from the DSS, sir, we are going this way. We need to go to your office. I said, I'm not going to your office. I'm not going anywhere until you show me a letter of invitation. Your guy said you have a letter. He said, no, sir. I said, if you don't have a letter, I'm not going. You know my house. I live very close to the DSS headquarters. I can even walk down there if you bring a letter of invitation. So I tried to turn right, and they tried to force me to go left. I said, look, don't touch me. I'm going with my passport to have it stamped. And I'm not going where you want. He said, you have to go to where I want. I said, even the president cannot tell me I have to do anything. It's a free country, it's a democratic country, and I don't have to do anything that I do not wish to do. So you are just a middle level or senior civil servant. The president cannot tell me what to do. Don't say I have to. It's inappropriate language. And I turned right. By then, of course, some of the passengers had come and began to form a crowd. So I turned right and I moved on, presented my passport, it got stamped. And remember, before you stamp the passport, a DSS operative has to look at it and then hand over to the immigration officer. This was done. If there was any issue that is really official, the DSS operative would have told me we've been asked to hold your passport. So they stamped, gave me my passport, and I walked out. But these guys were still following me, saying I have to go with them. I said, you are wasting your time. I'm not going. I'm a citizen of this country, and I've been in government long enough to know the process, the procedure for any investigation. You are free to invite me, and I have been in government long enough to respect institutions. So just give me a letter of invitation. If you don't have a letter of invitation, forget it. I'm not going. But he felt that he could take me by force with the 50 armed DSS operatives he had. But by then, the crowd had become bigger. Passengers from the plane that came with me, as well as the people that came to receive me, now surrounded and said, that's not going to happen. They came up with a second scam. Where is your passport? I said, it's just been stamped. You saw it stamped. Yes, and then one of the immigration officers that is their surrogate said, no, we want to check something on the passport. I said, sorry, once the passport is stamped, it's my private property. And I held on to it. But one of my aides quickly took it away from me, maybe thinking that he would protect it better. That's the aide that got beaten up, and they seized the passport from him.
They beat him up?
They beat him up. If I had the passport with me, I would I would not be talking this. So this is essentially what happened. They are overpowered. They came with 50 people, but I think maybe 45 out of the 50 decided that this is not appropriate or this is not possible. Right. And I was actually quite touched, Charles, by the way people spontaneously, without any knowledge or any plan, decided that this must be resisted. And I think it portends a danger that the security agencies need to have a rethink. Because once people begin to lose confidence in the neutrality of such institutions, we are on our way to anarchy.
So, that is what El-Rufai himself said here. But he gets his arch enemy, Deji Adeyanju, who said, no, I don't believe what he said. Let's listen to Deju's version here before we now tell you what we think. If you listen to Deji here, anyway, let me not preempt what Ningo talk. Make you just hear from
who insists that what happened at Abuja's International Airport was unlawful, an attempted arrest without a warrant, a seizure of his passport, and in his view, a troubling signal about due process. But there is another side to the story. Civil rights lawyer and activist Deji Adeyanju has publicly urged both the EFCC and the DSS to thoroughly investigate Governor El-Rufai, not persecute him, but investigate him. Barrister Adeyanju argues that accountability must apply to all public officials, past or present. He questions claims of political persecution, pointing instead to long-standing allegations of corruption and controversial security policies during Governor El-Rufai's tenure, including claims of inducements to violent groups and accusations that critics were harassed or intimidated while he was in office, allegations that Governor El-Rufai has denied. So if powerful figures like El-Rufai demand due process, should they also now answer for how power was exercised under their watch? Which is why, in the interest of fairness and balance, tonight's right of reply goes to the civil rights lawyer and activist Deji Adeyanju, who joins me now in the studio. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you so much, Charles, for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Now, you've called for a full investigation of Nasir El-Rufai, but given the dramatic airport confrontation and the claim that no warrant was presented, are you defending due process or endorsing a show of force before evidence has been publicly established?
You know, I am not convinced that there was any plan to arrest him. I am not convinced from the clip. I think Malam Nasir El-Rufai, just like everyone will agree with me, is always extremely very sensational, and is a drama artist as well. He's very good at this opposition thing. He knew what he was doing, and when he came in, he came very prepared for cameras. So I think that they wanted to target his passport, and the DSS actually got his passport. I think that was what they wanted to get. Nobody planned to arrest him. If there was a plan to arrest him, for sure they would have arrested him. And you know, even Malam Nasir El-Rufai, I believe he has read some of our extant laws. You can be arrested with probable cause. You can
Indeed.
also be arrested with warrant.
Yeah, but the point he's making is that it is the police who make those arrests.
Don't worry.
Not someone else.
Listen,
probable cause is a province of the police.
Let me give free tutorial to Malam. If he's not aware, but I know that he knows that probable cause is a fundamental ground for arrest. And Malam Nasiru is even very lucky, that his passport was taken from him. I watched as you interviewed him. Several of his critics didn't even get this kind of treatment, fantastic treatment that he got at the airport. I have a list of more than 20-something people that Malam Nasiru arrested without warrant in Kaduna. A long list of people. The critics, all of them were his critics.
Well, one of the people you cited was Daddy Arthur.
Yeah, Daddy Arthur was his critic. I was shocked that Malam is suddenly saying
had nothing to do with him.
He was his critic, and his son even justified his abduction. You can go to social media. The post is still there.
Well, we did look through.
Yes, when citizens were demanding for why Daddy Arthur was arrested, his son doubled down. Maybe if he had deleted the tweet. So the whole world knows Malam cannot rewrite history. We want him to get accorded due process of law. His rights must be respected. His rights must not be violated, but he must be investigated. His stewardship, it is so ironic today that the oppressors of yesterday are now crying.
You see, so again, some of you after this, some of you have already started sharing, saying, well, what we do. We just they look internet. They look all of you waiting. They think. Some of you don't. They share this video. Say, is it the same El-Rufai that was dancing here? A family business. So you remember this clip? This clip is when they visited Chatham House last. That was 2022, right? 2022, yes. When those Chatham House era, and after the Chatham House events, they went out for a dinner and they were dancing buga. A second part of the video is when the president now told them that the presidency is not giving a la carte issue. Grab it and squeeze it and run with it. See, they don't grab them, they run with them. Now Nigerians are running after them. In fact, let's see what you think. If we have on our mesh shop here, if we have this village boy movement, we know go agree. If we have this, do you think it's something you want to wear? Like me, I think I might have to print one, put it on my breast. Yeah. So I wish I had it for my Valentine tomorrow. So anybody will go to look me, I go say, make you they look me here. Because I no go agree for anybody. I no go agree. I know say tomorrow na Valentine, but I no go agree for anybody. Anything where you want to do me, I go say no. Ma kwechiri, nge kwechiri. Right? So I would always keep coming back to the village boy movement. Do you think you like this particular design, Burst? What do you think? Let's get this conversation going. Just put your comment in the comment section. Let's get it going. So finally, before I leave you tonight, I still have one more point. As you know, El-Rufai is that one not for fight. Finally, I want to now talk about the city boy movement. The city boy movement versus the village boys movement. City boy is the ones you know as the Obi Kubana Chief Priest, Zenko, many of them. Then they push Tinubu re-election, especially for Southeast. Sheyi Tinubu even appoint Obi Kubana as the Southeast director. Then they flex luxury cars, wristwatches, money, Lagos Life, city boys, till I die. Now, some people, we don't go buy firewood. we look waiting that they do. Maybe next week or next 2 weeks, we go launch Village Boys with Keke for real people. This one no be Lord and VDM. No. Real deal. Because what thing that they do no be real. Because many millions of Nigerians cannot afford it. But the one we will go afford, even if na bicycle and wheelbarrow, we'll go use them. Village Boys movement don't launch. Some young boys and others say Village Boys own. Say the Village Boys own the grassroots. They claim say those Lagos billionaires know they feel the suffering for the people in the village. Na them way they northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest, south, north central. Na them they feel the hunger. Na them for Kwara, we in one day, some people come their village, come kill 172 human beings, not chickens, yet till today. All we hear is transmission. The president has transmitted to the military has transmitted to the security agents. The president did not deem it fit the life of his own citizens. Close your eye for 1 minute. Imagine you wake up and you hear that 20 people died in the country where you reside, many of you in the diaspora. Think for 1 minute what your president, your prime minister would have been doing by now. 2 days ago in London, a child stabbed another child in Brent. No, a child stabbed two school children. You know, it was, I think, a child that was expelled from Rofo stuff, maneuvered to get into school, stabbed 2 children. The whole school, the whole community, the whole people are saying what happened now shut down. Nobody said then die, yo. Stab alone. Not that stabbing is a smaller crime. But then imagine a nation in the Committee of Nations today. 170 people died in Kwara. The nation is not outraged. In the Middle Belt, interviews that I've had with people, victims on this platform since 2001, they have not gone back to their villages. I had here the leadership of Goza. They come here, they tell me, say, Mazen, for so many years we'll never go back. And we have president, we have those governing us, showing us city boys. No, we must be angry enough to say no to such nonsense. We must say collectively as a people, say what we will go do. Now the village boys be the movement. Because now the village boys be the ones where we say, now them they die. They are the ones dying. The city boys, they move with escort. They know they die. But village boys, now them, they get killed. Village boys and girls, now then they suffer this madness wars. We must begin to print this in our t-shirts. We must begin to, find a way, do the opposite of what they are doing. I read and I hear all of you in the comment section saying you support the Village Boys movement. And I support it too. It means you have a conscience. It means you have the interest of this nation at heart. It means that the things you're seeing happening in this nation, it ails you. Because it ails you, we must all come together. We must all come together to find a way to make our anger a reality and channeling our anger in the better way to make sure, say, those who they make this country say, go work for you or not, make we go begin look for Kobuku. Somebody is calling me from America. Yeah, hello, first caller. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, good evening. Who am I speaking to? Okay, hold on. Prince Chumoba, you've joined us. Thank you very much for calling. Can you? I do not. I don't have a plan, but if there is anything, I can always invite him on the show. Is there anything? Yeah, I mean, I have programs planned and for a couple of weeks and months, so he can be one of my guests when things are shaping up. So, what do you think about the City Boy movement? No, the City Boys. You know, the City Boys are the Cubanas, and the Village Boys are for Nigerians. Yes. So you've not been watching the show. Okay. So that's an assignment I will give you. If you go out, you search for City Boy movement and how it goes, then we are trying to do a counter one, which is the Village Boys movement. Okay. Anyway, if you keep watching, you will understand. Thank you very much for your call. I appreciate the time. Thank you. So, Isam, person where they watch us, people are saying never understand waiting the sub on this platform. But again, it doesn't matter. I'm glad that he called. That means the number they work on WhatsApp only is +2347080042206 is the number to call if you want to be part of this conversation, right? Or as well, even that number where they DSF, people will want say Mazi, what you they do. We like them. So if you just go to your banking app and remove +234, that the ones will remain. The other ones will remain there. Now account number they are anything where you put for that house, you go show and so they play it they show. Anyway, people, my country people, as I talk say for the Village Boys movement, you understand what they talk so? This one funny, but it's a serious thing. Is it a class war? Elite versus the billionaires, right? Now, as the counter Village Boy don't learn, some people, as I tell before the call come, their own now Village Boy, and they said now them own the grassroots. Them claim say Lagos billionaire know they feel the sufferings for the village. Now them go control the real voters with the polling units. Not before Instagram. Not be to the post Instagram they flex. This one furnish, huh? But some say na class war. Some say na masses versus the elite. But anytime, always want to be with the masses because now the masses, and them be the real people, and you and I. Or na political strategy ahead of 2027. Now the question where people they ask, city boys they use money, buy everyone, buy influence, but village boys they claim authenticity and they get the numbers. Don't worry, when the game begins show, we go know when city boys call for show, you go know say if you no pay anybody, they no go come. But when village boys won't do their own, say village boys as we no get money because we their village, as we no get shishi. But only thing we will need to say, make we say, would they shout? Everybody go full ground. Men go mount. Men and women go be na water. Waiting on a think. Are you a city boy supporter or are you a village boy supporter? Can village boys match the city boys in resource? Yes, I can say that. Or what do you think? Village boys go shock everybody for election day. That's what people are saying. Now, imagine this. City boys, they campaign for village. I get yacked. But which road will I go take bringer? Village boys go reply. We get farm. we go bring vote. I go laugh that. I go laugh that. I no go lie for you. My take. This divide na reflection of Niger politics. Hunger day and hunger day ground. But some people they flex. But the real power na the vote where they villages, where they hinterlands, where they the rural areas, where no politicians go. The people where bandits they kill. The people where internal bandits, their own brothers they kill. The people where external bandits, where they come from far places outside Nigeria, they carry, some of them they carry cow, some of them they go through Libya, can't do anything, can't kill, can't maim, can't do whatever for our villages. I was talking about waiting happen for Kwara. Now, till now, we'll never know waiting happen for Kwara. Whether they catch anybody, we don't know. They release anybody, we don't know. But 172 people don't die with that one. Over 200 are still missing in the bushes. How is this possible that this is happening when the city boys are in charge? Maybe we could try the village boys. Them get numbers. 2027 go show who they control the street. As I wrap up now, my people, that's where I wrap it up for today. Today's a Friday hangout. INEC don't fire start pesto, so make the race begin for 2027. El-Rufai, they dodge Kidnap from DSS, and city boys versus village boys. The battle line, we don't drown. Big thanks to all of you who join me. Drop on a comment, share this video, subscribe to Njenje Media TV. Next week, we'll go there again. Hotter topic go the load. You know, saying in Nigeria, now if Nigeria day Netflix, it definitely gets the most subscriptions, because before tomorrow self, another new topic don't land. So that I can guarantee you that by next week, another topic go there ground. So on that, people, I say thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Let me take one or two of your comments. Kenneth says Village Boys movement. Oh, Kenneth is in support of Village Boy movement. I support Village Boys movement. And Oscar said, I have an idea on how protect vote. A friend from Ghana shared with me how the current president ensured his votes were protected. So you can always reach me on the number on the screen. So, or send me a WhatsApp message, say, Mazes, okay, this is, so even if it's not me that gets the message, they will forward it to me, say, Mazes, okay, this is the person on your live who said that he has an idea on how to protect votes. So no idea, it should be off the table. But waiting, I never know, say, if una go like this thing, because now waiting at the thing, how do we make people conscious of this? Maybe time to begin to use the village boy to get people to begin to understand within the, as I tell you, you don't reach time, as they say, you don't give me kwarapu. On this note, I say good night, everyone, wherever where you're watching me from, and I am still Mazi Ezoke. Please, like I said before, like, share, and subscribe. And from here, I say.
La 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 la.